But today we're playing some of the most terrifying scary games on Roblox that are based on real life tragedies. From plane crashes, natural disasters, and even horrifying crimes. Starting with this game right here called China Airlines Flight 611. Now this was a regularly scheduled passenger flight from Taiwan to Hong Kong. This was back in 2002 and it held a total of 300 people on this flight. And this wasn't just an ordinary airplane, this was like something like a Boeing 747, one of the biggest planes ever to be made. Some passengers on the flight were some politicians like Yu Chang and even some reporters in America. And this is some actual footage of what happened on flight 611. So they took off from Taiwan and they were headed to a place in China called Hong Kong. And I guess after 20 minutes, the plane began to crash. That's actually insane and tragic. This is the pilot right here who actually flown the plane, and here's the footage of them recovering the bodies. Oh man, this was terrible. Are you kidding me? Why couldn't the pilots just drive the plane properly? The pilots could have done a way better job. And here's some footage of the crash right here. They believed it was something from the AC shaft that caused the problems. And then once that happened, the baggage carrier door opened up and everything flew out. Look at this. The packages, the bags, the luggages, and even the seats began to fall. This caused a major problem. And the passengers and the pilots and everybody on board just was not ready for it. So we're in the game right now and technically we're in Taipei, Taiwan. Because that's where it happened. So if we step on this blue tile, it regenerates everything. Here we go. Let's see the plane. Where's the plane? There's the plane. Wait. There's the plane right there. Okay. Yeah, if we watch that in slow motion, you could see the bottom of the plane falling out from the bottom first. Yep, there it is. The plane crashed in half and straight into the Taiwanese Ocean. So many people died from this plane. It's so sad. The next game is called Oxnard train versus the truck collision. On January 11th, 2007, Amtrak train was traveling down the line when a truck got stuck in the road and then disaster strikes. Now, how did this happen in the first place? I mean, this is the modern times. That was pretty recent ago and we had enough technology to stop this, but I guess somebody made a big mistake. It happened at 5:45 local time in California, Oxnard, California. This is when a passenger train, the Metrolink, collided with a truck that a driver had mistakenly turned onto the tracks and became stuck. After impact, the train derailed, and as a result of the crash, the train engineer died from his injuries. 32 passengers and crew members were injured as well. The truck driver was a 54-year-old man named Jose Alejandro Sanchez, who was unfamiliar with the area and was acutely fatigued. Alright, so this is some footage right here from the Oxnard crash 18 years later. Going full speed and kaboom! Straight through the truck. Well, that didn't happen. Yeah, you didn't go straight through the truck. You went right over the truck. Train actually went right over the truck. The train went onto the wrong side. Oh my gosh, that's the dumbest truck in the world. What is this buddy doing? Yeah, this dude went onto the wrong side of the track and his car is now stuck on the train track. Yeah, I'm talking about like a huge train coming, bro. That looks like it's a Mr. Beast video right there. And that dude is gone. Here it is, Oxnard train versus truck collision a couple years later. There's the truck right there. Dumb truck, move out of the way! And kaboom, kaboom, kaboom. Wait, where's the truck? Where's the truck? The truck driver is not in the car anymore, of course. The train, though, is still here. Well, not much damage was taken to the train. That's pretty accurate depiction of what happened. The train didn't, like, explode or anything like that. It's not an airplane. The train was actually still stable. The captain controlling the train ended up being the one dying because, you know, he's the one who took the damage. This part of the train ended up having the most damage. As you can see, the passengers, like, the captains, the co-captain of the plane, of the train are dead, bro. This game right here is called the Eastern War 2.0. This took place in June 22nd, 1941 to May 8th, 1945. This war lasted 3 years and 10 months. According to history, the Eastern Front was covered by Europeans in like Italy and some parts of the Balkan Peninsula, but during the 1941 period, Germany took 3 million people and invaded the Soviet Union. Okay, and the Soviet Union was one of only 2 countries the Germans could not defeat, which was the United States and the Soviet Union. Alright, here's an example right here. See this right here? The Germans tried to attack the eastern border, the Eastern Front, but for some reason, these guys are pretty strong. The Red Army was pretty strong, so they were able to eventually get their land back. It did take a while, but you know, they got some backup, they had some teammates on the war, and so far so good, you know? Because even though they invaded a ton of people on the Eastern Front, the Germans, eventually people were able to get back. Eventually, with some help of other allies, the Red Army was able to win the war. Okay, so I could be part of the coalition or the allegiance. We'll be part of the allegiance for now. And let's press deploy. Alright, so I've never actually been to war before, and so I really don't know what I'm doing. Let me spawn my weapon, and I can shoot weapons, buddy. Yes, I can! I can take over the helicopter that's in the air, even though I don't have any more ammo left. Alright, let's reload. This is sort of like Fortnite and Arsenal mixed into one game. Our flag right there, that's the country we're protecting, and all we gotta do is make sure we take over all the letters of the alphabet. So let me just, I don't know, just aim and fire, right? This is the 2014 O'Hare Station rail crash, and this happened on March 14th, 2014. This is according to the subway train in Chicago. It's on its way to its final destination, but disaster struck. At 2:50 a.m. on March 24th, a passenger train overran the bumper in the front car of the train, partially ascended up an escalator. How is that even possible? Where's Spider-Man when you need him? 34 people were injured and they were taken to the hospital. As a direct consequence, people reduced the speed limit and the train operator was also fired. 34 people were injured and actually one train was completely obliterated.
February 1st of that year due to falling asleep at the controls.
Okay, he fell asleep at the controls. Are you kidding me, bro? He literally almost killed somebody. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that guy needs to be fired. Okay, so here we are. This is the train station. I'm guessing it's blurry because this is what it looked like as the person who was controlling the train. He literally was dozing off to sleep. All of a sudden, the train goes kaboom. He injured 34 people, but luckily nobody died. This game is called the Indonesian train crash. This happened only a couple days ago. Hundreds of passengers were evacuated from the crash near the city of Bandung. The cause of the accident was not immediately clear, and authorities have opened an investigation. Right here in the city of Bandung, and Indonesia is a pretty small area, right? The train literally flipped over. Oh my gosh. Somebody called for backup. This was a head-on collision. 2 trains at the same time. 4 people died and so many people were injured because this is a head-on collision. This happened in Indonesia. Oh yeah, this is the island of Java, everybody. If you don't know, the island of Java in Indonesia has lots of sugarcane, lots of palm trees, and random trucks like this Mercedes-Benz. It is going super fast. Yeah, with a train like that going 100 miles an hour, you expect something to happen because that train was going way too fast. I'm talking about way too fast. Alright, let's see if that happens again. Train, Mr. Train Driver. And look at all the debris. Wheels fell off. A motorcycle flipped off. Jeez. Oh my. Yep. Okay. The next tragedy is called the Tragedy of Bintaro 1987. Known as another Indonesian train crash. Dudes, never go to Indonesia. It's a dangerous place if you're riding a train. So this one occurred in the Pontiac Benteng village. And this is South Jakarta, Indonesia. Train departed from Ragbang Station to West Java province. And they collided with another train. What is up with these train drivers in Jakarta? The accident happened and actually ended the lives of 139 people and injured 254. It's one of the most dangerous and one of the most deadliest events in Indonesia's history. The cause? Human error. That means somebody literally did this on purpose. Not gonna point out names, but it happened on purpose. Here we go. We are in the middle of Jakarta, which Jakarta never looks like this. Indonesia does not look like this. No pine trees are in this area. So let's see. Where's the train at? Oh, it's coming full speed. Now it's supposed to be a head-on collision with 2 trains. 2 trains, not 2 trains. And I think I'm just gonna stand right in the middle of both of them. They should be on their way very soon. Yep. Here they are, guys. Get ready to feel what's being smashed by 2 trains looks like. Oh, it looks like that. It looks like this. Yeah, so as you know, there's no really any seatbelts. There's no seatbelts in train tracks on a train. Instead, you pretty much will fly out of the train into the sky like I did. Yeah, these trains are very, very dangerous. Man, these Indonesian trains are trash.